in life.
All right, there we go. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you're gonna have to forgive my tardiness for this surprise stream, and also bear with me through any technical difficulties because my computer, Windows, lovely company. They're like, oh hey, you're away from your computer for more than 20 seconds. Time to restart. So it restarted, had its whole update, whatever its update was. I don't know what its update was, but all of my changes uh, everything I had. All my preferences are changed basically, so that's why the microphone was so hot coming out of this, um, and why the thumbnail. I don't know what the stream looked like without a thumbnail. But we're here now with the updated thumbnail, and tried to have a new sort of intro card. Uh, didn't get it out in time. It was really a spur of the moment thing. Got really far into just a special stream intro for Sakura Garden. So Monday I'll have it done and all ready and prepped, and then I can roll that out. But for this, I don't think there are any surprises in this qualifying. Uh, the writing was on the wall for a lot of these performances already. I gotta see this track layout because this is a beautiful track. The debut of Sakura Garden and the return of the banked turn. That's gonna be exciting to watch all 20 marbles on. All right, here we go. Yeah, there's a good. There's that good. Look at this. So everyone was looking at this turn gonna be the be all end all, and we're definitely gonna see this Q2 to see how the Grand Prix is gonna look. But I think the turn to watch out for is this hairpin. This one ended a lot of, well, we don't have season 2 rulings, so it doesn't end them early, right? They're still getting a chance to race. But a lot of marbles who you expected to be in the back are in the back, and it was because of this turn. We have the split here. That's gonna be some problems. I'm pretty sure whoever was racing for the Savage Speeders, I kind of glazed over that, honestly. Got their positioning based off of these turns. Everyone's saying that this turn is going to be something to look out for into the speed boost, into the bank turn. But it is going to be this hairpin turn that I have my eyes on. This is going to be the difference maker tomorrow in this Grand Prix. Yeah, turn 10 is gonna be a beast. So I did some numbers, and that's why I wanted to do these predictions. Crunch the numbers. So, this season of Marbula 1 compared to other seasons, it seemed to have more streamlined tracks, right? If you think back to the gimmicks with the accelerator and with the helices that are gonna we saw Red Eye season 2 with the helices. I don't remember what track that was. But it was like the bumpers in Waluigi Pinball, essentially, where marbles would run into that, and then their momentum would bounce them back up the track. And so you ended up with a whole lot of discrepancies in lap time. But this one, it seemed that everyone finished just about in a second of each other. There weren't too many huge gaps. Certainly not whatever I had on my bingo. Yeah, a 38-second qual lap. And certainly when the season goes on, we'll probably see longer circuits, so maybe then we'll see some of these 35-second laps. Because right now we're still in the low 20s for these lap times. And, well, actually, Raceway was 29-second average. So basing off of these lap times, right? So Razway, that is, I'm expecting more syllables. I want to say Raspberry Raceway, but the Razway was a 25-second lap time average, and I'm just going off of the ones posted at the bottom of the graphics. And it was 13 laps. Okay. So 13 laps at 25 seconds plus some change. It's about 5 minutes, 24 seconds that you'd see a winning marble cross the finish line. And that race was won in 6 minutes, 15 seconds. And that is a 13% time change between average lap time, this is expected lap time, and the race winner. Raceway, 29-second average lap time, 13 laps. That should be 6 minutes, 18 seconds. The race was won in 7 minutes, 5 seconds, which is a 12.6% change. So almost there. So going off of this, for the fact that the circuits seem to be more streamlined this season, we should expect a 13% increase in time for a race winner. So this is 15 laps at 22.81 seconds, which a lot of marbles seem to hit. And we'll get into we're definitely getting into the marbles that did not hit that mark. They went over big time. So the expected average, 15 laps at 22.81 seconds, is around about 5 minutes, 42 seconds. Average. Going with this increase, this 13% increase in time, we should expect the winning marble cross the finish line at the 6 minute, 26 second mark. I know I say I failed math in a lot of streams. I'm actually extremely solid in math. So what I want to do is not only weep over my Rangers, even though I am the biggest Pinkies fan, the most biased Pinkies fan, number one, always have been, always will be, reigning Marble League champions, first time hosting in M1, did pretty good in qualifying. Pinky Panther had an excellent showing today. So we're gonna see. We are going to see what the starting lineup will be, and maybe put together some lines just to see how correct Amundo will get. And I am absolutely, what is the opposite of in love? I'm in loathing. I'm in hating. I'm in hate with this final graphic. Not out of like any design choices, just for the fact that the Savage Speeder is on top of it. So, Rangers are in crisis. Ain't that just the way? Isn't that just the most truthful thing in the history of truthful things? Speaking of truthful things, I have no idea where Raldo is. That's always a thing to keep your eye on, right? we present to you Raldo the Farmer, ladies and gentlemen, with a almost maxed out hiding spot. So you're gonna have to point out where he's at.
Beauty of the location, the passion of the Pinkies fans, and maybe something about that bank.
What sets average lap time?
Hey everybody, I'm Greg Woods. Well, wherever you came
So I actually don't know. Two theories is they look at all the qualifying times and then put the graphic together because these are produced ahead of time. I do believe they just run a whole lot of test marbles and like a whole lot and then add up all the times, divide all the times, get the average that way. I do believe that is how it is tracked. So there are just a whole bunch of there's just a whole bunch of racers today that you knew nothing good was gonna happen. A lot of it was dependent on that turn 10. Because that turn 10, if you're finding those walls, it is a rough time for you. Clementon definitely found the walls. Oh my god. But same with Blue Eye. And thank God for Blue Eye being arguably the worst marble this season. Can't really say ever. You still had the Hornet Season 1, you had the Jumper Season 2, but as far as this season is concerned, Blue Eye is the worst racer, and thank God for that. Because at least Clementon can't be the worst out there. Solidly among the worst. Razzie had a great showing with this one. Raspberry Racer is another one of these teams don't really go anywhere in Marbula 1. They're really just there to fill out a roster spot, a team chart. But Razzie, again, making it past Q1 is the goal. Especially with me and these O-Rangers, right? Especially with how Clementon has been performing. Just get past Q1, because the worst you can do is 10th. Guaranteed the worst you can do, at least for starting. So, Razzie, with this bank turn and with that turn 10, really clean. Not a whole lot of loss on momentum. Not finding the walls. You want to take the curve as a curve and not a square, which is what a lot of the marbles in the bottom 10, definitely the bottom 5. Heart, you can see it off of that. The bank turn, although didn't lose a whole lot of time on it. So there's the bank turn going into the hairpin. Kind of squares it a bit.
Chunk of points back in the first round of the season. And Quasar is bettering the time.
Y'all should take a look at the thumbnail. I did update it when the stream started. There we go. There we go. And as the season progresses, this might stay the thumbnail for a long while. Because I am in Spain without the S. So Quasar crossed the line pretty well, and it's because that hairpin is gonna be such a huge factor. Now, Blue Eye more like Blue Dye. Yeah. Now, Arup, hard hit. That was a hard hit going into that turn. Is it over for the hard carob? And we did see Red Eye look like it was going to be trash. Looked like it was going to be over. CCE completely dead. Goes 20th to 3rd. Red Eye is going to be the one carrying this season, especially with how Blue Eye has shown up to these quals and shown up to these races. It is going to be not a good season for the Crazy Cat's Eyes. Making that switch away from Yellow Eye. Everyone saw that coming. Everyone saw that it was going to be a bad move. Stevie Wonder could see that Blue Eye was going to fail. And yet, the Crazy Cat's Eyes went with that switch anyway. So, can't really count out the hard carob just yet. Especially because we saw last week, we saw Red Eye going from 20th to 3rd. And Clementon, rather, going 3rd to 20th. So, anything's going to happen this season. One of the things that isn't going to happen is Clementon going wherever they finish up, dead last up to 1st. It is going to be, and going back to the thumbnail, okay? You got Orange and Clementon, you got Red Eye, and you got Blue Eye. Blue Eye and Clementon, liabilities this season. And, again, anything can happen, but not them winning. That is decidedly not going to happen. Orangin and Red Eye are going to carry these teams and carry their teammates this season. That is what is going to happen. Iceberg, Gliding Glacier's another one of these teams that are just there. Thunderbolts are always just there, which raises the question every time they race. Why are they here? They're not exciting. They're not good. Season 2, they were among the worst because of how the Season 2 format was structured. If you're in the bottom 4, you're not racing. They were among that bottom 4 time and time again.
Lost it. Almost to the tune of a quarter of a second.
So just why are the Thunderbolts here? Just to suffer, just to be...
Will begin to take shape as the second half of these 20...
I lost my train of thought realizing that Pole gets you 3 extra points. And the speeders who are in the lead going into this weekend automatically get 3 extra points no matter what happens. Maybe we'll get the Pole to no points. That'll be good for my bingo card. Gotta talk about... Somebody gotta take 18th. Well, I mean, it's Clementon now. And the fans are cheering him on. You could hear the O's. I had absolutely no faith. Absolutely no faith. I wept when this roster lineup was revealed. I wept bitterly because I knew that Clementon was not going to have anything that even resembles redemption. And again, Red Eye jumped up to 17 spots, but Clementon dropped 17 spots. So Clementon is going to stay in the basement. I will count it as a save if they can get top 10 tomorrow. Because if they start out in P3, drop to dead last in their home track, what makes anyone think that they're going to go anywhere above 18th? I am not fine. This is a disgraceful performance. Why are they racing? I was going to save my rage for Monday, but I guess it's just pouring out now. It is a race. You're supposed to go fast. That bump, I am going to have this lap under a microscope. Look at this first turn. What is that? What is this? Be kind, rewind. What does Grog Woods have to say about this? Because right off of the bat, the lap is just toast. It's toast.
Now, these 20 marbles.
Look at all the momentum right off of the get-go. Did they think they're on mirror mode? Did they try to go right? They just ran into that wall and lost all their momentum.
Clementon comes out now, another one of those marbles that I mentioned earlier, who is doubling up.
Clementon. This is me commentating one of Clementon's races. Clementon, I know one of those races I talked about. They're doubling up. They're getting me to double up on mimosas because that's the only way to take the pain away.
Ran just 1 week ago in round 2.
Yeah, so 0.1 seconds. With how close all these times have been, we'll check the Q1 times. The spread wasn't that bad, and then Blue Eye.
Just 1 week ago in round 2. Picked up a point in doing so. And
yeah, this is
underway.
All these sectors were slow right off of the get-go.
Comes out now, another.
That hard bump is what did it in.
Who is
Just running into the wall.
Just 1 week ago in round 2. Picked up a point in doing so.
And then that
ago in round
is
2.
just bad. Watch this collision. Going frame by frame. Just absolutely walloped. Putting the wall into wallop. And all momentum
and needs to
dead.
pick up almost 0.2 of a second down this final very straight third sector.
Pain.
Oh, that did
Pain. 1 1/3 seconds behind pole.
not go well for Clementon.
Pain.
On the bubble in 10th. That does
And then
eliminate
Blue Eye.
Stinger.
Blue Eye. So peep how bad Clementon was. And realize that Blue Eye is even slower than that. We need some better, well, I guess not better camera work. We just need a different split screen. So we're up here now. And Blue Eye, okay, Blue Eye was even slower, even faster. It's amazing. Here's Blue Eye on the release. On the release, they had a poor release. Up where my cursor is. They didn't even get out the starting gate before hitting a wall. Absolute Blue Eye moment. Which is why I say, no matter how poor Clementon's season will be, which it will be a poor season, thank God for Blue Eye to be the worst of the worst this season. Absolute lead cube. Look at this. Doesn't even... We need Grog Woods for this. Doesn't even get off the starting gate without losing momentum. Hits a wall, hits another wall.
And needs to pick up
Clementon was
0.2 of
a tenth of a second slower
down
through the first leg.
Very straight third second.
Blue Eye 0.3. So 3 times slower than Clementon, who was still somehow faster than Stinger. Stinger, another one of these marbles, not having a great season. Maybe it's just readjusting. Maybe just M1 isn't for everyone. We saw how Raspberry Racers perform in the Marble League, and then they just show up to Marbula 1 and have the worst showings ever, except here, where through Q1, they're in second right now. Oh, yeah. Blue Eye. Yeah, Blue Eye was already in slow motion. That was a good one.
Oh,
Yeah, because look at that. Numbers have no meaning when it comes to Blue Eye.
Go well for Clementon on the bubble in 10th. That does eliminate Stinger.
Right, so there's the bank.
Means up top there that Quasar is safe.
Harder hit, but Blue Eye hit it so hard that it helped them. They just completely bounced off of it, so they're able to conserve some momentum like that.
Into Q2.
Oh, but look at that. Half a second behind pole.
Blue Eye comes
1.5 seconds. So at least we had Blue Eye to hold on
through now. Oh,
for just a bit longer.
Down, dead last.
But I knew that
a lot of people
that wasn't gonna happen.
This choice to put Blue Eye in there over.
Especially with a Pinky Panther. I don't know. Maybe home track, host curse, schmoes curse, right?
And will advance into Q2.
But absolute expert run for this qual lap.
Oh, a 2.5 seconds down, dead last. I can tell you there's a lot of people who have been talking about this choice to put Blue Eye in there.
Like, beautiful maneuverability. Home track, definitely familiar with it. Maybe got some extra reps in because, you know, home stadium. You can sleep in your own bed. You know all the ins and outs with everything. Maybe they stayed late. Got some extra reps in. Didn't have to go to a hotel or anything, right? So,
they always say,
got my eyes on Pinky Panther this weekend. Host curse, schmoes curse, just to use suck curse. Of course, that does apply to Clementon and the O Raceway last week. I'm still not over it. Still not fine. I weep over these marbles. Should have put Origin in. Clementon shouldn't be anywhere near a racetrack, but that's just me in my opinion. Although, depending on who you ask, pretty successful opinion. I should be GM for the O Rangers. Put me in.
Come through there in fourth.
I should have a leadership position.
Is eliminated along the Stinger.
My first move. My first move as management for the O Rangers, do not let Clementon even see a racetrack. Don't let them even dream about a racetrack.
Was out. Oh, look at Mallard. On the wrong side of the cut. Does come back up, though, in the third sector. That red, you are below the time for elimination.
So Mallard was an interesting one, just because...
Quasar, Razzie, Iceberg.
I actually don't remember what happened with him. So we're keeping our eye on what happens with Mallard in
Shimmer. Looking to get into the top 10, goes all the way up to 4.
Oh yeah, Mimo. Here's the me moment.
Fenrir on the bubble. Mimo trending right now toward a 6th place finish. If this momentum is kept. 3/10
Pain. So still with almost a second back, but still within a second.
Around Mimo, another one of those marbles that has changed from that
Firo,
alternation.
almost a full second for the first one. What happened with oh no, that's the wrong button. That's the wrong button. Be kind, rewind with Firo.
Iceberg and Pinky Panther.
What the heck even happened?
Shimmer. Looking to get into the top 10, goes all the way up to 4th.
Yeah, so
that knocks out.
Okay, so we gotta go with this me moment.
On the bubble.
Go with the Firo. Oh, only
Mimo,
2 screens, only one
right
me.
Now toward a 6th place finish. If this momentum is kept.
Yeah. Okay. So there's the nice finish. Firo.
And goes all the way up to 4th. That knocks out Clutter and puts Fenrir on the bubble. Mimo.
All right, there you go with Firo.
Right now toward a 6th place finish.
Oh, you can see. I'm not sure if you can see.
Fenrir on the bubble.
has an
Nemo.
awkward.
Trending right now.
So slow through that first turn,
Toward
right?
the
And then hits the split on the right side.
6th place
Goes
finish.
left over it. That'll definitely lose you some time.
If this momentum is kept. 3/10 swung around.
So first length, almost a full second off of pole, which if you're able to save it, Mimo was 0.8 seconds behind pole.
Nemo, another one
So,
of those marbles that has changed
That
from
is
that alternation.
actually, I
Firo
believe, what
has
happened.
not
But that's just wickedly
well down
slow.
in the first sector.
Yeah,
That-
so had a better second length, second leg.
oh, high up on the
Yeah,
curve.
so was able to save it through the second two. If you're, maybe if Firo had a better first length, would have been up higher, but still solidified top 10 starting
may have
at the
allowed
least,
Firo to
which is
carry
more
a bit
than
more speed.
a lot of these
Firo
teams
is safe.
can say.
Farah is knocked out. Hart
Unfortunately,
is in that dangerous 10th position right now.
Misty had a
meandering down
very
this front
solid
stretch through the
calls,
final
especially
complex and
with
goes
the Hazers' propensity to find these walls and be slow. I think, Marbula 1, Marble League, two different beasts. But this is why they made Misty captain. Okay, really, really collapsed during the showdown. But, you look at Hazy, choked away a chance for the podium, choked away your chance for the championship in the Marble League, and then choked all throughout Marbula 1. So,
Misty
putting in Misty
meandering
and
down this front stretch through the
really looks
final
like it's been
complex
working.
and goes up to 4th and is
and then, of
safe.
course,
Will
Royal,
advance.
another back-to-back
Royal is
marble
up on
for these
P1
2
time
weeks.
right now. And this team impressed
Absolutely
with Royal's performance in
cooking.
the last Grand Prix.
Cobalt's
Decided, let's try it again.
Definitely not in the Marble League. You got to look out for them
Across the
because
line.
they've never been in the Marble League. Well, eons ago, right? Oh, God, I might as well.
And safe. We'll move on to Q2. Speedy, the final marble out there. And you see that red on
But in
time and
Marbula
scoring.
1,
has
again,
improved, however,
different beast.
but only just on
Cobalts
to 10.
definitely show up time and time again
Speedy comes
for
through
these
and knocks
races.
out.
So Royal definitely going to be a marble to watch out for. Of course, we got to watch this Q2.
The Green Ducks and will advance to the pole shootout. There you see the purple sectors who
The speeder should just be
did
skipped.
best. In
Like, we got a team called the Savage Speeders. They're called Speedy. Of course, they're gonna have speed. All right. Okay, I don't have the actual lineup. I know that some graphics gonna be out here. I was staring at the graphic that I put up before the stream started, on my second screen to. Oh, this is pain. Someone in Marble Base saying at least I had my top 2 in the top 2 at one point, and it was Fenrir and Thunder because they were the first 2 marbles to go. Oh, well, it'll be shown at the end
of the 3, Thunder getting that middle sector,
this
but
shootout for
pretty
pole.
awful in the other parts, down in 17th. New addition.
Oh, whoa, 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 that was Raldo. Hold on. Timeout. Be kind. Rewind. 4K HD. Widescreen format. 1080p. IMAX 21.8. Look at this dude. Oh, he's tending to the sheep. He's tending to the sheep. Raldo, big time farmer. Thank you, me, for confusing myself, having a graphic that I thought was going to be the graphic for starting order, but it was just this graphic, and then having to go
parts down in 17.
just watch through Q2 to then see Raldo. It's your boy. Caught him. All by myself. Actually, this time. I'm proud of that. I never find them. Isn't that on someone's bingo card? I'm pretty sure someone said that on their bingo card. They have me finding Raldo all by myself. Found him all by myself. That is going to be in my minutes for Monday, just in case anybody can't catch Friday's stream or doesn't realize that today's stream exists. Got him! Round of applause for me. Big brain, big attention span. Took my fish oil. That's my fish oil. Got that good attention. Alright. Raldo is Welsh. Checks out.
Q1 lap by combining all three of those purple.
They are in Osaka. It's kind of interesting. Yeah, maybe Raldo's Welsh.
Sectors, you can see it was in that 21-second range. Will anybody get close? Well, for now, they are all focused.
All right. So Q2. I don't think this conveyor belt just gets enough love. This has been an absolute beauty of a conveyor belt.
Lap by combining all three of those purple sectors, you can see it was in that 21-second range.
I put it up just to listen to it. It's beautiful. It's that ASMR. It's such a beautiful. Even in slow motion, you just gotta listen to this thing turn. Hold on.
Will anybody get close? Well, for now, they are all focused on this 3-lap.
Oh, it's such a beautiful sound. Loving this new conveyor belt.
Lights are on, and we're off for pole. Quasar
so much
goes
better
wide
than
on a slow start, but recovers off of the curves.
All right, okay, so there we go. One curve. One curve is all it takes. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, great conveyor. Gives better speed boost too. No way for a marble to fall on the inside of it, which doesn't bode well for my player injured bingo spot, but definitely bodes well for player safety. So right off the bat, right off the get-go, and can't really call it wire to wire, because it's qualifiers, it's Q2, it's just the 3 laps. So we got Speedy up in the 8th spot. Everyone bunches up immediately. We go in frame by frame because it happens immediately. Everyone careens into the wall immediately. Everyone careens into this turn, and there's Speedy. So started in 8th, already got past somebody. That's Pinky Panther. So already getting past Pinky Panther because of this traffic jam. And then if you notice, you go that way and you're in 1st. Okay, there's Quasar, there's Razzie. And their momentum's into the wall. All you have to do is put your momentum forward and not sideways, and what do you know? You're in 1st. And that's exactly what happened. So everyone careens into the wall. While that happens so fast, I need that 50-50, see what Grog Woods has to say about it. Alright, so there we are. Everyone's into the wall, and there's Speedy. So everyone loses their momentum, except for Speedy. And then they're just able, all of a sudden, one turn goes from 8th to 2nd. What does Grog Woods have to say about it? And yet, Grog Woods has been echoing a bit. That's in the settings for the OBS studio that I have to tinker with outside of the stream because my computer decided to do an update restart during the night, so a lot of my preferences for everything changed.
And we're off for
Oh, that's awful. That's an awful
Quasar
sound.
goes wide on a slow start.
Oh yeah, and there we go. There we go. So one turn. Yeah, no, that's an awful sound. Sorry, Grog. I love you as a person. So one turn. Again, the deja vu. Because I was about to use that phrase, slingshot. So everyone loses their momentum, and Mimo. Hi, Mimo. Look, everyone's gone on ahead of you. Bye-bye. But hey, Q10 better than, or P10 better than the 10 other teams. Started counting in binary there. So it is just that one turn. Gets past the field, slingshots. Razzie gets a bit too high on that embankment. Speedy takes the opportunity, and that's all she wrote, essentially. 2 turns, and it's just goodbye. And especially with how they're maneuvering, got a whole lot of separation outside the pack. And that's what we're talking about, right? That's what we're talking about with this belt. Given a good push, not a whole lot of loss in momentum. Doesn't really give them any more. But it definitely doesn't have them lose momentum. And I think it's because of the angle of the whatever you want to call these. I do not know what you want to call these. But it just the angle that these slope at. It dumps the marbles off. Not necessarily a push, but it's definitely not like the conveyor belts of the past where you have these marbles get very slow finishes. Or slow starts, rather. So right here, another huge push. Right. Yeah. Speedy's just a master at taking these inside lines, aren't they? So Razzie ends up with the lead coming across for the second lap, but same issue again. Too much momentum going right into that line. Going right into the wall. Whereas Speedy already setting up to take the inside line. Is there no Electron Expressway track? Electron Expressway, I believe, is week 6. It is happening this season, though. All right, so Razzie leaves the conveyor belt with the lead. Goes right into the wall. That's just where their trajectory is. It's a curve, but they're still on a tangent. Again, I did pretty solid in math. So instead of taking the curve Razzie is just going to go straight into this wall. And you see, even before they get the stiff arm, get this push off, Speedy is taking the inside lane. You can see their shift in trajectory. As Razzie is careening into this wall, you can see Speedy curving. We'll just move it with the track. So you have Razzie hit the wall. Speedy is already taking this inside lane. And it says, hey, you know, Razzie, just so I know you're not going to pass me again, stiff arm. And that is such a speed boost. Look at this. This was a no-length lead. This was neck and neck off of the belt. And then boom. In however many frames this is, about 15 frames, about a half a second. Right? Half a second, you're already got a, call that a 10-length lead. And less than that, probably 8-length lead. But just explodes. Yeah. Just absolute stiff arm, absolute. And it takes that curve so well. Everyone else is having trouble with the splits, staying off the wall. Speedy, all sorts of speed, all sorts of inside lanes. This is a masterclass performance. Again, putting in predictions now. Please don't let Speedy win. They're already leading the standings after 2. Don't let him win. He can't keep getting away with it. But just absolutely, you gotta give credit where credit is due. Josh isn't here for my tier bucket. It's okay. With how Clementon's been performing, there's more where that came from. But Speedy has been absolutely cool with these turns, with this conservation of momentum, of not taking any huge hits off the walls. Just really amazing qualifier laps. And this was a blowout. If this was anything like we'll expect from the Grand Prix tomorrow, I think it might be a Speeders 29-point weekend. I think... honestly think that. I think that'll be the poll for the day. So, you get 3 points for taking pole. You get 25 points for winning, and you get 1 point for fastest lap. So, will the Speeders have a 29-point a 29-point weekend at Sakura Garden? Yes or no? All right, so we don't get the times, or maybe we do. And I think since it's nice for us, all we have to do is, since that was 3 laps, just multiply that by 5, right? So what's a minute 12 times 5? Okay, so there we go. We got a minute 12.7. 1 minute, 12 seconds. Also, even better, 12 seconds is 2/10 of a minute. So, just gotta do that. And that's 6. Oh no. That's 6 minutes. Even. So, let's see what happens if it's 1.27. 6.35. So that's where the bet is. Like that's why we have these averages. Average projected should be 6 minutes 26 seconds. Oh, anything can happen. That's gonna be my line. Okay, so that is how we're going to do things, and I'll be very happy if I get proven wrong with this. Pinky's also up there with 2 points already, and then Misty with the hazers getting a point off the get-go, so that's some fine stuff. Why doesn't Quasar get any time differences? Notice that? Yeah. Where it at, though? That's really funny to see. Alright, so we're setting the line at 6 minutes 26 seconds. 26.2 seconds specifically. 6 minutes 26.2 seconds. So give me Speedy with that under. I'm going to have Speedy win this race. Hit the under. Pinky's... I mean... Host Curse got the O-Rangers, but that's more Clementon's fault than any Host Curse's fault. Pinky Panther hadn't had a season... well, I guess not a season like that, but it ain't gonna have a season like that. Team Galactic had a nice showing, got pole at a Q1. Yeah, fastest. Yeah, give me Quasar finishing out. And I'm gonna give them the over. I'm gonna say I think Speedy's gonna blow him out the water. And then Shimmer also had a very solid qualifying time. And Shining Swarm, bronze medalist overall last year. The Shining Swarm are always going to be this team that nobody ever thinks about. They could win the next 5 Marbula 1s, next 5 Marble Leagues, and everyone's going to talk about, oh, Savage Speeders, Hazers, oh, Rangers. What is Clementon doing now? Seriously, thank you, Stinger, thank you, Blue Eye, for being bad. Because Clutter needs some, or Clementon needs some not lastness. Although Clutter also needs some not lastness too. Greg Wood's doing a nice job, not just completely roasting the Balls of Chaos this time. Although definitely Shining Swimmer, so okay, I thought so. I thought Galactic still got the bronze or silver. All I know is that Pinky's won, and Pinky's are champions, and I'm Pink forever. Especially if the Pinkies win at their home track, which would be hype, but I'm going with the Speeders blowing everyone out the water. Maybe this is where we see Blue White get lapped. You got a marble named Speedy from a team called the Savage Speeders, and you have the worst Marbula 1 debut. Just ever. Just period. Flat rate box. Blue Eye is gonna get lapped, which is gonna be a pretty solid time for my bingo. And then maybe, who knows, we could see that 10-second lap difference, which would be huge for the fact that this is only a 20-second lap. 22-second lap, 23-second, whatever it's going to be. But if Speedy wins by 10 seconds, that is winning by half the lap. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to have Speedy, Quasar, and Shimmer be the podium, with Speedy hitting the under, so they're going to win in a time less than 6 minutes, 26.2 seconds, with Quasar and Shimmer hitting the overs. And you know what? Fastest lap. Tummel got the fastest lap in 11th last week. So who even knows? Royal had a solid time. They had the fastest first length time. Sure, I'll give fastest lap to Royal, because and that's just the kind of year and kind of history with racing that the Cobalts have. So I'll give them fastest lap. And now the fun thing that's been going on is fattest lap. Who's going to be the slowest? Who is going to have the slowest lap time? I'll give it to Stinger. I still think Blue Eye's gonna get lapped, but I think Stinger's still gonna have a slow lap. Maybe I should give it to Clementon. I'm feeling Stinger on this one. So let's see if I'm correct with any of these predictions. I don't think I got anything with this bingo. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, see, this is funky. I don't think I had it saved. I don't think I had it saved at all. So then my bingo reset. I know. Now I got the free space. And I got P20 finishes top 3. So I don't think we had anything. Heck, Speedy, if you wanna, Speedy, please, I'm begging you, please. A lot of these are gonna have to wait for the end of the season, so we'll check back into this bingo July 10th, see if anything changes. But this could happen, right? 10-second win, technically a 9.6 second win, and then Blue Eye lapped. That could happen. That could easily be that one. So, or Greg's saying penultimate. He's got to say penultimate. I don't think he said penultimate today. We'll check in Monday to see if he does tomorrow, and then we will check back in Monday to see a lot of things that happen tomorrow. That is basically it. We I cried about the Savage Speeders and the Pinkies. And the O-Rangers. Laughed about Blue Eye. Talked up the Cobalts a bit. Talked up Shining Swarm a bit. Laughed at the Wolfpack and Thunderbolts. And not saying that hard carp won't happen. But if it doesn't happen tomorrow, it's not going to happen. So watch out for that. If Arab doesn't get top 5, then he won't get top 5 at all this season. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. I know this was a bit of a spur of the moment winged live stream. I might do live streams on Fridays too, debriefing the qualifiers, hyping up the GP. So I'll let you know if more Friday streams are to come. Definitely more Monday streams. Like next Monday, where I will see you after Speeders get a 29-point weekend and O-Rangers and Clementon take another 20th spot finish. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy your weekend. And as always, Waluigi's going to lead us out. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.